Hi one and all, Hamnisu here. Today I will bring you another talk video, and this time around it will contain news, bad ones and good ones. I will try to put up some gameplay of Rogue Legacy or something like that as visual content, but feel free to minimize the window and just listen to what I have to say. This is kind of serious business, and it will revolve around something that will have consequences on how my YouTube channel will evolve from this point on. I would like to bring you the bad news before the good news, you know, to end it with a smile. But before we get there, I'd like to tell you a little bit of a background story. I haven't really talked about this with anyone yet, not very in-depth at least, but I will try to make this as quick yet informative as I can. Before this summer, the summer of 2013, I lived a pretty hectic and stressful life. I had my full-time studies that took a lot of my time. In addition to that, I had 5 part-time jobs as a study coach, 1 job as a hired blogger for my university, and 3 YouTube channels I was trying to maintain. I felt like I was handling pretty well. I passed my studies, I got great feedback from all of my jobs, and I managed to keep at least 2 of my YouTube channels active. But to make a long story short, this stressful lifestyle of mine would soon bring complications into my life. At the start of June, I started to get massive headaches and I had a hard time sleeping. Soon I also started to get chest pains and problems with my heart, and my sleeping problem grew larger too. Once I finally was able to sleep again, my girlfriend kept on waking me up in my sleep, telling me I had stopped breathing while I slept. Other nights I woke up by myself, gasping for air. I had evolved serious stress syndromes, and the slightest stressful thing I did or even thought about made my head feel like it was about to explode, my heart burning in my chest and my breathing complicated. It was obvious I had to make some changes in my life, and, you know, in order to save myself, I would have to remove things that add stress, and I had to add things that remove stress. So this is where the bad news comes in. I noticed that games that depends on me planning stuff added stress into my life. These games are Minecraft and SimCity. Whenever I try to sit down and play any of these games, I immediately feel the stress symptoms. So I had to stop. This means I will quit my SimCity series as it stands. You probably noticed that there haven't been any episodes in a long time. There will be no more episodes from this point on. I'm really sorry if you enjoyed that series, but this is a call I have to do in order to get better. And when it comes to Minecraft, I will not stop playing it, but I may not be as active playing it as I was before. I love all the guys at the Crackcraft server, and I love playing Minecraft as well. And I'm sure that the guys at the server will understand that I will have to step down a little bit in my activity. And I think I know how to be able to keep on playing this game without adding too much stress into my life. But now for the good news, okay? I noticed that working with YouTube videos reduces the stress I feel. So does working in Flash and Photoshop. So I will not quit YouTube. In fact, I have been working on some small intros and outros for some upcoming series. Contrary to Minecraft and SimCity, games that revolve around straightforward gameplay instead of planning reduces my stress level. Therefore, I would like to introduce to you guys my new uploading schedule, which contains a whopping 4 shows. Introducing Minecraft Monday! The name of this show kind of explains the content. As I told you before, when I plan stuff in Minecraft it adds stress. But when I play Rugged Horizon, which is all about having fun and bashing on poor Ash, it reduces the stress that I feel. The Rugged Horizons episodes will continue to air every Monday until we have completed the map. After that, episodes from the Crackcraft server will take over the Mondays. At this point, the show might go from weekly to once a month or twice a month or something like that. At least in the start, until I get better and I know, well, you know, time will tell how this evolves. Introducing Retro Tuesday! I grew up with a NES as my only console until the PlayStation 1 hit the market. If you don't know about the NES or the PlayStation 1, I guess you are way younger than me, but don't worry. The point that I want to make with all this is that the games from the NES console that I remember from my childhood and some newer games with a retro feel. They calm my mind and reduces my stress. So I will dedicate every Tuesday to this kind of games. Some of them might be good old classics I grew up with, others might be newer games that bring me that retro feeling. Cave Story will now on start airing every Tuesday until I have finished it. After that, another retro game will take its place.
Introducing Throwback Thursday!
In this show, I will feature games that means a lot to me, due to memories connected to said games. Most of them will probably be from my childhood, but games I found out later on will be featured as well. The difference between this show and Retro Tuesday is that these games are based upon memories instead of that retro feeling. I hope things will clear out as the show starts delivering. From now on, Abe's Odyssey will air every Thursday, as this is a game that holds a lot of memories of mine. Also, it doesn't got that typical retro feeling to it, you know?
Introducing Super Sunday!
This is the show where I will bring in gameplay from games that don't fit in any of the other shows, starting with a special one next weekend. The content here may vary a lot depending on what type of game I decide to pick up next. Maybe you guys will suggest games for me to bring up in the show. Once I get close to finish the running one, maybe I will pick them myself, I don't know yet, but you know, I guess time will tell. And in addition to these 4 shows, there might be some other videos hitting YouTube every now and then. For instance, Smite for Beginner is a series that I love producing, so expect episodes from that series to go live every now and then. And also, during this semester, I might start making my own game for a course in the university, and I'm planning to update you guys through my creativity channel about the game and how it evolves, and maybe show you, footage from the game when I made the game itself. So hopefully this will bring some activity on my creativity channel as well. So make sure to go over to that one and subscribe there if you want to see the development of my own game. But I think that's it, guys. I believe I've told you everything that was on my mind today. I hope you won't mourn my bad news too much, but instead be happy about my new shows. It might sound like a lot of videos given that I have this stress thingy right now, but I believe doing something I love will help me to lower my stress. Anyhow, I better get going now. Thank you all for watching and thank you for understanding. Hamnisu, signing out.